Trudeau in 2015, let's be clear about this. His main justification for not doing electoral reform, at least publicly, was to keep parties like NCA out. So we know there's an agenda against parties like the NCA. Trudeau and the Liberals are pure globalists, and the rest of the parties are in Ottawa are globalists as well. They've been pushing this agenda for decades, and they will oppose anyone who's against the globalist agenda. And as everyone knows, the National Citizens Alliance is 100% opposed to this this insane globalist agenda coming out of Ottawa. And the Canadian people have never had a say on it. And let's be clear about that. And all those parties in Ottawa support this globalist agenda. They support the complete diversification of Canada. They support the transformation of Canada into a globalist village. It's happening every day. We're talking to people across the country every single day, and they keep telling us more stories of this diversification agenda going on in their neighborhoods. It's very disturbing, everyone, especially because the Canadian people did not have a say on this. This is pure top-down politics. These are greedy political interests in Ottawa. These big parties are tied to votes and money. Let's face it, that's the truth. They've completely sold out the Canadian people. So we're opposing that. So if you support us, that's all we're saying. If you support our agenda, then we encourage you to get these declarations filled out and mailed to us right away. The more we send in, if we have to send 1,000 in, that's good. And then they can't deny us. The actual requirement in the Elections Act is merely 250. Can you believe that? 250. So, and we want to emphasize the point that there's a lot of people that are upset with Trudeau, and we understand that. And we don't like Trudeau. We think he's a complete puppet. He's up there distracting everyone, but there is a shadow government behind him. Don't be fooled. All those other parties are working together on this globalist agenda. Do not be fooled. Replacing Trudeau will not change a thing. And if you want proof of that, I'll give you proof tonight. None of those parties in Ottawa mention mass immigration. They never mention it, everyone, because they support it. All we hear about is illegal migrants and stuff on ISIS. But remember, I talked to someone today. I was quite surprised she didn't know this. But illegal migration is only 1/10 of the migration coming into Canada. It's only 1/10, everyone. 9/10 is coming in through mass legal migration. And the bulk of this migration is what's called economic migrants. And they're made up primarily of unemployed foreign university students and unemployed foreign graduate students. They're flowing in, 70, 80, up to 100,000 a year into our country. This does not make sense. So if you oppose this stuff going on, then you got to support us. Fill out the declaration, mail it in. That's all we're saying. So take it very seriously. Time is of essence. The globalist roots are expanding in Canada, and we all need to act. And fortunately, we're growing every day, everyone. So that's very positive for us. And we're bringing in more quality members, and it's from coast to coast. So it's very exciting for us. But at the same time, the issues going on in Canada are very disturbing, very disturbing. So we don't have a lot of time. We cannot afford to wait for another globalist government to get in there to get rid of Trudeau, because they're just going to push the agenda further. And let's not mistake that. That's the history of federal politics. And if you're uncertain about that, go read Canada in Decay by Professor Ricardo Leshane out of University of New Brunswick. In that book, he goes from pre-Confederation all the way up to Justin Trudeau, and he shows pretty much exactly what's going on. And that book is Canada in Decay. We encourage people to read it. And he has a chapter there on these establishment conservatives, and he shows through facts that they're no different. They have no problem with the complete diversification of Canada, They have no problem with the transformation of Canada into a post-national globalist village. These parties have lost their way. They've sold out the Canadian people. They're working for themselves and for commercial interests and globalist interests. That's the bottom line. Let's drain these parties out of Ottawa. That's our message. Let's drain them all out of Ottawa. This must start right now. Right now. You got to be spreading this message. Let's drain them all. Let's have a revolution in this sense. Let's have a revolution in removing these globalists. That's what we're about. So we're encouraging everyone to get those declarations in. We will not be denied. We will not be denied. We got some great patriots on board, people who love our country and who are very concerned and who are fighting back. So the game is over, everyone. The game of being played back and forth is over. We're on the scene and we're all about business. And it's all about the Canadian people. For us, we cannot be bought and sold. I'll tell you that right now. There's no price that can buy us. So this is great news for Canada, and we will work with other entities, similar like-minded entities in Europe, in the US, and through all this unity, we will prevail. We will prevail. We will get our country back. We are losing our country, everyone.